Sean Myrie. Once again, the drama continues, right? Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Welcome to join the chat, right? Put up an invite link. Hopefully that works if you want to tap in. But it's another live episode with your host, Sean Myrie. Well, once again, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. It's continuing. I guess this is round two. If it could even be round three, but this is round two. A lot of paperwork been coming out recently. Even more paperwork. It's crazy. Everybody is in a frenzy on social media, especially Twitter. It's like Twitter wars. I didn't know that Drake had so much. He has like tons of fan pages. It's crazy out there. Kendrick too. But recent filings or whatever, paperwork demanding that, Drake's team wants to know about Kendrick Lamar's business, his contracts and stuff. So what came out recently? Well, before I get to that, Lucen Grange, right? He's saying this is ridiculous. This whole lawsuit with Drake is ridiculous. He's laughing it off. And plus now, what's coming out is before this whole battle happened and the diss tracks, before all these diss tracks happened and the battle happened, Mr. Kendrick Lamar got a contract, basically got signed. I don't know if the whole details, but has some type of signed contract with UMG, a new contract, fresh contract, right? He got a contract signing before this whole beef from UMG, right? Now I'm hearing Drake doing talking about a lot of things, and he wants to know about a lot of things. You could call it petty if you want. You could call it petty if you want, but he wants to know all the business, what Kendrick Lamar been up to, and UMG. He don't care who's calling him a a bitch. He doesn't care who's calling him names, but he wants to know all the business. He's going very deep, right? There's always new news coming out every day. People are dissecting it. People are talking about it like I'm talking about it. I know what's the dirt. Much respect to what's the dirt. He's been dissecting it, doing breakdowns of the songs, the beef, looking up all types of stuff, investigating all types of stuff. He's getting a lot of backlash himself. What's the dirt? Because people are calling him culture vulture, all types of names. Excuse me, I'm just drinking something. What do you think about this? Right? So, what's the dirt? A lot of content makers, as myself, is talking about this beef. We ain't lawyers or anything like that. We're just looking on the craziness, what's going on. And so far, Drake is really pushing this lawsuit big, right? He's pushing it a lot. Um, I think he pushed something recently. There's always new news coming out, and it's looking ridiculous. It's making him look like he's a crybaby, more and more and more. So this paperwork, what he's asking for, he's got it. You saw something. Things have been released to the public, right? That's what's kind of crazy. A lot of these paperwork is released to the public right now. So the public gets to see a little preview what's going on in this whole lawsuit. The new news is that Kendrick got a new contract right before this whole beef happened with him and Drake. So was Kendrick, right, influenced to do this beef? I've been saying this over and over again that this is manufactured by the music industry. I don't know what's going on with people nowadays if they can't see it clear, but everything points to the industry. Drake is pointing to the industry. So Drake is saying that it's manufactured, it's made up by the industry. This whole beef was kind of, helped by them, but he participated too. So is Drake a rat? Some people may say, but like I'm saying, what's going on? A lot of news is coming out with the boy, right? A lot of news. People ain't happy with Aubrey Graham. People ain't happy with Kendrick Lamar. It's kind of crazy though. A lot of people talking about Drake and online, especially online, and especially people who are not even from Toronto or where he's from. Like you swear they know him from he was a baby or something like that. No one really knows. I don't even really know. But one thing I know is some of his history in Toronto before he became world famous. One thing that's what we know as Canadians coming from the six, right? We live and direct right now. Please subscribe. Subscribe, people. But yeah, where is this going? Where is this going? Recently, like I said, Lucian Grange, right? He's laughing this off. He's not taking this seriously. He's saying this is ridiculous. Man is saying this whole entire lawsuit is ridiculous. Do you people feel that way? Drake don't feel that way. Drake is really hurt. He's digging in. All stops. He don't care. He's bringing out all the guns, right? Same time, rumor is he tried to sue or bring some content maker into this. Like he's mad at everybody. Drake's mad at the world. I can't blame him. People are calling him PDF. The song is making fun of him, and not everybody could take that criticism right now. And he's getting it a lot, right? Drake is getting a lot. He can't take it. Clearly, he cannot take it. So he's hitting back by, right, bringing up some skeletons or digging up stuff. He's digging, he's digging, he's digging. He wants something on Kendrick. He got shamed, so now he wants to shame Kendrick. He wants to know about his record contract. He wants to know everything. But like I'm saying, you could call it the content wars. You could call it podcast wars. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody has an opinion. Some people have bigger platforms, some people have smaller platforms. Like I mentioned earlier, What's the Dirt? He's been doing great breakdowns of this whole thing, and he got a whole bunch of haters too. What does he have in common with Drake? He's Canadian, so they're gonna hate on him too, right? Anybody who's Canadian, who's covering content, is getting some of that energy. I'm Canadian too. I don't know if I'm getting some of that energy, but one thing I noticed though, because I've been in these spaces on Twitter, right? And from the whole beef started, I've been on one, two spaces. And one thing I have to say, no filter, no disrespect. But one thing I noticed with my fellow Americans, they only want to listen to themselves. So to me, and not all of them, to me, it's kind of biased because when, for example, a Canadian is talking and Drake is Canadian, it's like they want to go over what you're saying, like what you're saying doesn't matter, and you're actually we're from the same place. It's like I'm telling somebody who's from Compton or California about Kendrick Lamar and don't want to hear nothing what you got to say. That's kind of ridiculous. That is what you call ignorant, and that's what people say. You know, the N word. They say nigga. Niggers is nigga, right? Nigga, not the R. They don't want to hear the hard ER. Our English is a little bit different. But I see that it's biased a lot of times. And then if it's not real bias, it's like, and it's mostly by the content makers, the big, like people who are known, right? If it's not that, people are super Drake, super Drake supporters. It's crazy, man. It's like Drake has like a cult following. He really has one. People might say Kendrick, but damn, Drake has a cult following, right? And one person who's getting it too on the other end, right? He's a content maker, he's an artist. I interviewed him, Glasses Malone. Glasses Malone always has some type of subject matter, content matter, and he's been talking about Drake for a while now. He was on Young Money, the same label as Drake, but man, I don't know. I don't know if he even likes Drake at all, but he is probably one of he wants to be public enemy number one for this whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Hmm. Bless up the Glasses Malone and the No Ceiling podcast, right? He goes live throughout the week, and for sure he's talking about Drake. Can't deny it. It's the biggest news right now, right? I'm live and direct right now, but the social media, YouTube is going nuts. It's going crazy right now. Crazy right now. What do you think? Drake is getting hurt, bringing up the paperwork. He wants to look on contracts. Uh, he's talking about the Not Like Us song, how it was like, boosted by UMG. He's bringing out everything and he doesn't give a damn. People want to say, is this good for hip hop? Let me tell you something. Drake is a businessman, right? He loves hip hop, but he don't give a damn about that right now. He cares about his brand, his name, and stuff like that. So people need to take that out of the conversation. We know bringing people to court ain't hip hop. So he probably will admit he's not doing this for hip hop. He's doing this for himself. So we know as hip hop connoisseurs what is hip hop. So if we're gonna judge this whole thing by hip hop, yeah, of course Drake looks crazy, but Drake's not looking on it as hip hop. He's not looking on it as culture. Maybe the people who look on Kendrick is looking on that, but he's looking on a different way. He's looking on the whole situation completely different. Now, when you talk about this whole case with the paperwork and you talk about Drake, it depends how you're talking, like, because it's like a popularity contest. Who are you favoring? Kendrick or are you favoring Drake? You could see the energy. I test the waters already. I test the waters already. So you could favor Kendrick and you probably get a lot of, well, you get a lot of hate. You get some support. You could favor Drake. You get a lot of, you're not getting the hip hop culture. You're getting commercial culture. Everyone, people who don't even listen to hip hop, know who Drake is. If you look at Germany, just look at that crowd. A lot of those people ain't really. I'm not saying any people listening to hip hop, but a lot of those people you seen in that crowd when he was coming out of that hotel, or his son was coming out of the hotel. They ain't hip hop, man. He, Drake is like Michael Jackson now. He's a big pop star. You cannot deny that Drake is like Michael Jackson now. He's a pop star. So it's like Now with Kendrick, Kendrick's a big star, but he's not on that Drake level. I'm sorry, like when it comes to like that pop touch. If we're talking hip hop, right? That's what Kendrick is supposed to represent. He's supposed to be representing the hip hop. But bless up to everybody. I'm live and direct. This episode is called Paperwork. So I know there's recent paperwork. I'm trying to remember because there's so much stuff that's been coming out recently. There's recent paperwork what came out or Drake is forcing, right? Uh, he wants to see everything. And it's like he's attacking Kendrick through this lawsuit. That's what he's doing. He's attacking Kendrick through this lawsuit. This is his battle. So you have to really look on it. He really did lose the battle, the hip hop side. He tried to do the hip hop, lost that. So now the energy of the battle, he didn't think it would go that far that the song would defame him or he feels hurt by it. You just have to admit it, feel hurt by the song. And then now he's pushing this court case. So this is his battle to win. He wants to win some way. Remember, Drake is a gambler. He don't like to lose. Let me repeat it. Drake is actually a gambler. You see him doing stake. He likes to win. He don't want to lose. So when hearing that he lost the art battle, being a rapper, if he wants to try to be an MC, he lost that. So now he wants to win the money. Drake wants to win the money battle in court. That's what he wants to do. So this is round two. People don't understand. He doesn't care about culture. Doesn't care about culture one bit. He only cares, well, right now he doesn't care about culture. He's going to say he does, but right now he doesn't care about any of that mess. All he wants to do is hurt the pockets of the people he feels hurt him, aka UMG with Kendrick Lamar. Using UMG, right? He feels UMG boosted Kendrick Lamar to defame him to basically, take him out because his contract's going to be up soon, Drake. That's what I'm hearing. Kendrick signed, oh, this what came out. Kendrick signed a deal with UMG right before the battle. So, because he signed a deal right before the battle, people now are talking. This is the fresh news. Well, it's been out for a while. That's the reason this whole thing started. It gave him a push, right? After he got signed to the same people who signed Drake. So, what does that show you? I've been saying this. It's falling on some deaf ears. The industry cooked it up. Remember what I'm saying, and people might jump on the bandwagon a couple months from now, even if it's a couple weeks from now, that the industry is behind this whole beef. People don't know the definition what I'm talking about, right? It's not Drake and Kendrick Lamar just are mad at each other and one started to just do a song to diss a man and then it went back and forth. They both knew about something going on in the business. So someone brought an idea up. I don't know which side brought it up first. They done this song after song battle. They knew about each other launching whatever they're doing. They have it in the songs. I done the breakdowns of the songs, read the lyrics of the songs, and when you read the lyrics of the songs, it's the stuff what's going on right now. What the accusing of the PDF and all this stuff, right? In the industry. It's like what I'm saying. You gotta read. A lot of people do not look things up. They do not do their own research, so they're ignorant to facts. But when you look up, just read all the songs. Look, it's online. Go through the battle. They're talking to each other in real time when they're doing this stuff, right? And now it's coming out. Drake, sore loser. He's crying. I would admit. So this is his fight. The whole court thing, what people don't understand or overstand, is round two. This is how he does it. Kendrick is not doing it like that, but this is how he's doing it. And he has put out songs too. He's doing this Iceman series. Remember, the streaming Iceman series. You just look up the definition of the Iceman. I mean, like the backstory in Marvel or in the movies, right? Definitely, it's revenge he wants. It's revenge. He's not done. The Scorpion ain't done. He's not going down, right, without a fight. And that's what he's doing. He's fighting in a different way. I mentioned earlier, Lucien Grange is laughing about this. He's saying this is ridiculous what Drake is doing, right? But then you gotta look on Drake's side. It's like that song, man, Not Like Us really hit. He didn't expect it to be that popular. And then defamation? No, he didn't like that, man. He didn't like that. PDF? Mm-mm. That's what people are saying. Like the man called him a PDF. But in a battle, you could say anything. I heard worse, right? But because that really sticked out in the song, right? The theme now is that with that song, he's a certified lover boy, no certified pedophile, right? Because he had that album called Certified Lover Boy. And I heard this is what a lot of people don't remember. I'm hearing this is what he's saying too. He's accusing UMG of when they're looking up his album, Drake's album, Certified Lover Boy, right? The Not Like Us, because AI, how it reacts, right, went to Not Like Us when people were looking up the Certified Lover Boy album, right? The AI or something, whatever they're doing in the system, recognized Not Like Us because it was that popular. I'm gonna test it too. I don't know if they changed it, but it kind of it could be it's a conspiracy, but really look on it. Drake's album, Certified Lover Boy, right? So when someone says like Certified Lover Boy, it's going to Not Like Us because that part of the song is really big, so it recognizes that. I would not be surprised with AI. I would not be surprised with the AI system. Just saying. What do you think, people? Live and direct on YouTube. Our channel, I know they have it shadow banned, like I'm saying. It is shadow banned. Just look up the definition. Let's see what's going on out here. No. But yeah, things are coming out. New news. Right now, a lot of new news is coming out. More paperwork. That's why I call this episode paperwork. Drake wants to know about Kendrick's contract. Drake wants to know the details of Not Like Us, how it was released. He wants to know who was in charge of making it become released and stuff like that. Remember, UMG in their defense is saying this is hip hop. It's kind of funny. A corporation all of a sudden is recognizing hip hop. This is the culture. Why is this an issue, Drake, if this is the culture? So Drake, it's like taunting Drake, right? Because they're using the same type of energy somebody who's really from the culture would use. You got the corporation telling you, "Don't be a crybaby. Aren't you a hip hop? Aren't you trying to do hip hop? Why are you bringing us to court? Because you lost the battle." But in Drake's eyes, he's looking on Kendrick Lamar, right? They probably didn't they haven't lost the love for a while. I don't know. We don't know what's been going on behind the scenes, even before this whole beef erupted. And now you got this whole thing. It's been a year, 1 year, over a year, and it's continued. People, he say support Kendrick. What's one of the last diss songs Kendrick done? It wasn't that big. It wasn't not like us. And he came out with one with Pusha T in them. But I mean, what's the last solo diss song Kendrick Lamar came out with? Watch the Party Die. Watch the Party Die. You should check that out. I done a breakdown on that on this same channel right here. Watch the Party Die. That when I posted on Instagram, I can't even post that on Instagram anymore because they gave me a fucking flag or whatever you want to call it just for that breakdown because how I was talking in that breakdown. That's crazy. And that's Instagram. So I can't even really post that one. It's on YouTube. It's okay for YouTube. But Instagram, shit. Watch the Party Die lyrics, like how I react to it. They it's too much for Instagram. Not even attempting to put that on. For a whole year up till now, I got that still as a flag. See? That's crazy. But the paperwork Drake is searching for because he's planning to get a lot of paper. He wants a lot of paper from UMG. Why do you sue? This could just be an excuse for him to sue to get more money, right? If his contract is up, this is like an opportunity. I wonder if people look on it like that. This could just be a excuse, an opportunity, leaving not on good terms, leaving on a bad term, but taken, right? Because maybe when he leaves, right, before this beef, if this beef never existed, maybe when his contract is up, he loses some money, right? People may say, "Oh, he'll get his masters and whatever," but I think maybe it might be beneficial for him to use this beef as an excuse and then make some real money instead of there's no beef, so he doesn't have to do nothing, and his contract is up, and it's like more like they're in the driver's seat because we don't know what that means. If his contract's up, does he have his masters? Does he have more control? Right? Do they still have another company he's still with? It's probably more than one company Drake is associated with. But that track, the last diss track Kendrick done was called "Watch the Party Die." Listen to that one and please subscribe. I don't know what else should I say because I just know on the internet it's going crazy. On Instagram it's going crazy. Other platforms I'm not even on, it's going crazy. On the Reddit, it's going crazy. On the Twitter, it's going crazy. Right? Like it or not, it's helping these guys' streams. These both parties are making money. They're making some good money right now. Songs are getting played more than ever. People are going back to listening to Family Matters right now. They're going back to listen to Euphoria. They're going to listen to every track back. I feel it's the time people are more taking it in more right now. Because Drake, he's scheduled to drop his album. I think he announced it soon. Someone was saying maybe in November, but his birthday is in October, so I could see it dropping near the end of October. Iceman. I really want to know the theme of that album. And I think that whole theme of the album is to be directed at Kendrick, man. Let's be straight up. Let's be straight up. The last album he done was like it's like he's brainstorming. That last album was with a collaboration with Party Next Door. That last album. This one is his album what he been thinking of, what to put out, because Kendrick already had an album ready after the beef, GNX. So from him having that album GNX, this is helping him tour with that shit. Drake has the collaboration album too, and he has some singles out, right? How Did I Miss? And working with his artists, what's his name? Smiley came out with Tumaza not too long ago. Now is the time for him to drop something soon, the whole album, right? Iceman. But at the same time, the Iceman wants the ice, put more icing on his cake, meaning, right, winning this lawsuit. Will Drake win this lawsuit or lose? And if he wins, it's big. It's like his revenge. If he loses now, hmm, if he loses this lawsuit, it's like it's like it's like so far it's like it's suicidal, because if he loses this lawsuit, he really, and his people, the Drake stands or Drake fans, they will even be more hurt, very very hurt, and then the conspiracies will come up, of course. But this will be because he already lost the hip hop battle. So if he loses the court battle, that's two. Oh shit, right? Two, two hits. You want another hit? One, two, three, you're out, right? So if he wins, oh god, if he wins, it's like tied now. If he wins, it's like 1-1. But so far, Drake, you have not won anything. And right now, for a while, they've been denying this whole claim. And just recently, you got some leeway from a judge, and it's going through to see the paperwork. It's like you were consistent, determined, and now you got what you want. That's what it is. Got what you want, people. Bless, bless, bless. I welcome all opinions because I don't like to be biased, right? Respect to Drake because we're from the six. Respect to Kendrick. You know what? I listen to Drake's music, but not religiously. I listen to Kendrick's music, but not religiously, right? So I honestly, commercially, Drake is bigger. Commercially, I'm not gonna lie. Commercially, Drake is bigger. Kendrick is there, but commercially, Drake is bigger. Um, for hip hop respect, right now, Drake has the respect. He had more respect, but who's winning that respect more is Kendrick now. That's what happened. Drake had some respect, still has respect, but he lost that respect to Kendrick, the hip hop respect. That means the community. But Drake has more than the community. Drake has what you call the whole world, Michael Jackson style. Drake has the whole world. But yeah, I got the invite link. If you know anything about this whole Drake situation, Drake case, there's the invite in the description. So you could tap in, people. But yeah, it shall continue. Continue. Right now, recent news is that Kendrick now, before this battle, he, he got some type of paperwork done with UMG. I don't know if that's true or whatever, but he got some paperwork done with UMG. And that's going crazy right now. Um, you could check out the Down to Earth podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Radio, Amazon Music. Um, What else? We're on a whole bunch of platforms. Audio, Audio Mac. You could check us out. We got a lot of episodes. We talk about other things, and we talk about this too with different opinions. But right now, for a while, Drake, man, been making like sorry to say, like the making Toronto look good for a good while, but now we're looking bad in the hip hop community because of this. Straight up, it's not a popular thing in the hip hop community to be doing bringing people to court. But like I said, Drake don't care about the hip hop right now. This whole thing has to do with his brand, his reputation, his business, and that's what sorry, excuse me. That's what he cares about. That's all what Drake cares about. He don't give a damn about no hip hop right now. He cares about his name getting ruined. What you saying, people? Sorry about that. But that's what he cares about. He cares about his name getting ruined. It has been going through dirt for a good while. But content makers, other content makers I refer to keep up with this beef because they diagnose this whole thing, they dissect this whole thing constantly. What's the dirt? Check out What's the Dirt for sure. Academics, you could definitely bet he'd be talking about this. He's the one always showcasing and spotlighting all the paperwork, what's going on regarding this Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Um, there's other people out there, but I would say What's the Dirt and Academics are the top ones to go for that news. They got all the stuff going on. Like What's the Dirt breaks down things. He really gets into a lot of this shit, all the backgrounds, all the people. I'm just talking about Drake. I'm just talking about the main shit. I'm not looking up no extra shit. Is like as a rap or whatever hip hop connoisseur that this was a supposedly supposed to be a real battle, right? A real battle. No one's bringing feelings like that they're gonna go to court, right? So when I see this whole court stuff, it makes me look into it that this is an industry thing. This is business. So what I'm trying to say is the whole disrespect is a business thing, right? It's like a play in front of us. Kendrick and Drake, they knew from the beginning about this beef, and it's like boxing, like how they say people rig boxing. Similar. They influence this beef, the industry, and they seen the interest it brought, and it brings money. It brings interest, right? Can't tell me it don't bring no interest because hip hop was not doing that good for a little bit. It was dropping in sales. And if you look on hip hop, besides Drake and Kendrick Lamar, who are you talking about? You can't count even 10, besides Drake and Kendrick Lamar, 10 active big stars after them. You might say Nicki Minaj. Who else you gonna say? Um, well, see, it's bad. I have to think of that. Future maybe. Who else? I know I'm forgetting somebody. It's bad. I can't think of it. I know they're there. There's at least maybe two more, but it's not a lot. After Drake and Kendrick, you might say J. Cole, right? And I'm talking not just hip hop. I mean commercially big, almost like them. J. Cole. It would be like Gunna, Little Baby. Who else? Travis Scott. Travis Scott. Kanye somewhere there still a little bit. but you'll be saying Travis Scott, Gunna, and those guys. And that's what we're calling hip hop right now. Not, respect to those guys, respect to them, but nah. Mm-mm. But bless up to everybody. Subscribe to the Down to Earth Podcast Network, D2E, with your host, Sean Myrie. Out. Paperwork.